It's This Week in Real Pirateball, documenting the 2010 Pittsburgh Pirates baseball season. And here's your host, Greg Mercer.
What's up, everybody? It's Mercer here with week number 23 of This Week in Real Pirateball. Remember last week when I said that the Pirates would get thrashed this week?
I was wrong. Self-destruction's got me again. I was wrong. I realize now that I was wrong.
So let's go ahead and get into it right now. The big story this week was the work of the starting pitching staff, which had another one of those random magical weeks where almost everyone had a good start. Over 6 games this week, Brian Burris, James McDonald, Paul Maholm, Charlie Morton, and Zach Duke combined for a 2-0 record with a 3.15 ERA.
I don't believe what I just saw!
If you take out Duke's poor start in the middle of the week, the starters had a collective 2.16 ERA. Burris has been really effective since his first few starts of the season, and James McDonald looks to be more than capable of keeping the Pirates in the game with his power arm.
Go, gadget arms! Don't look out!
Next year, the Pirates will probably look to Ross Ohlendorf and James McDonald to front the rotation. After that, it's anyone's guess as to who will be retained. I really don't expect the Pirates to go out and get a quality starting pitcher because good arms cost a lot of money. In fact, Neil Huntington has already stated that he feels that Maholm and Duke are MLB pitchers. Seeing as though both of them perennially lead the league in hits allowed, I'm not so sure this is a good idea. But since the Pirates are a few years away from being competitive, I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see both of them in the rotation next year. There were 8 minor league call-ups made this week to fill out the September Major League roster. They included outfielders Brandon Moss, Alex Presley, infielder Pedro Siriaco, catcher Jason Jaramillo, and pitchers Brad Lincoln, Justin Thomas, Brian Bass, and Steven Jackson. In order to bring some of these players up, the Pirates moved Ross Ohlendorf and Jeff Clement to the 60-day DL, and they released Akinori Iwamura, who was picked up by the Athletics.
Good night, and good luck.
Presley and Siriaco got a good amount of action this week, and both earned their first Major League hits. Moss, who had a great AAA season, did not fare well in his pinch hitting chances this week, which will further solidify his Quad A player status. I really don't expect any of these players to become Major League regulars, but it's good to have a lot of options as players start to run out of gas at the end of the year. The Bradenton Marauders were beaten 2-1 in the first round of the South Division playoffs in Single A baseball. Position players Calvin Anderson, Quincy Lattimore, Brock Holt, Tony Sanchez, and Starling Marte, along with pitchers Aaron Pribinak and Nate Adcock, all contributed to their success this year. The Altoona Curve advanced to the Eastern League Championship in AA this week and will face the Trenton Thunder, the AA version of the evil Empire New York Yankees. It would be great to see the Curve take the title, especially since the Yankees decided to keep Major League veteran Andy Pettitte in the minors to help him win. Since I really couldn't think of anything else to talk about this week, I'm going to give you my take on John Russell. By the end of the season, Russell will have coached the Pirates for 3 years and have compiled a winning percentage of about 38%.
That's not right. That will just encourage him.
That's a terrible number. It would get most coaches fired. But I just don't see that happening. The Pirates are a bad team, and even if they had the best manager in the world right now, it wouldn't help them win.
You, Strawberry, hit a home run!
Okay, Skip.
I told him to do that.
Brilliant strategy, sir.
Russell isn't a very inspiring manager. He makes inane statements like saying Ronnie Cedeno's making a good statement by hitting right at his career average and being the 10th best shortstop out of 12 hitters in the NL. His mumbling and mopey demeanor certainly can't fire the players up at all. However, the Pirates have already made their customary scapegoat firings this year with the release of Joe Kerrigan and Gary Varsho. Russell doesn't stir up trouble and he plays by the book exclusively and manages on the cheap. Because of these things, I really think the Pirates like what he brings to the table. But if the Pirates don't improve next year, there's a pretty good chance that Russell will be next to get the axe in order to make it look like the Pirates are accountable for poor play. The Pirates struck out 52 times in 6 games this week, but let's not dwell on that. We want some positive K.
Let's discuss this. Listen while I bust this. It's from the K, so hey, you can trust this. Rhyme ritual, rap spiritual, pumping and jumping from the max to the minimum.
This week I'm gonna rehash how good Evan Meek has been this year. He pitched in 4 games this week and posted a 0 ERA with 4 strikeouts and 2 holds. Anytime the Pirates are involved in a close game, whether they're winning or losing, Mika's gonna get the ball. His season ERA of 1.99 and whip of 106 put him in the highest echelon of relievers. He doesn't strike out as many guys as Joel Hanrahan, but his stuff keeps the hitters off balance and doesn't give them much to hit. The Pirates once again prevailed over a contending team as they took 2 of 3 at home versus the Atlanta Braves. On Monday, the Pirates won 3-1 behind a strong start by Brian Burris and a 2-run homer to dead center field by Neil Walker.
We want a shrubbery.
On Tuesday, the Pirates shut out the Braves 5-0 as James McDonald outdueled Tim Hudson. The game was scoreless until the 7th when the Pirates put up all 5 of their runs. Derek Lowe exacted revenge on Wednesday as the Pirates lost 9-3. Lowe improved to 10-0 against the Pirates, and Zach Duke was pounded for 6 runs, 4 earned, in just 1 inning. He pitched about as badly as the Pirates' baseball caps looked that night. Although the Pirates lost 2 out of 3 to the Reds over the weekend, they had a great chance to win all of the games, which doesn't happen a lot on the road. The Pirates came back with late rallies in every game but fell short in the first 2. On Friday, the Pirates lost 4-3 as Chris Snyder did his best Ryan Doman impersonation by dropping a catchable ball at the plate with the bases loaded in the 12th inning. On Saturday, the Pirates were done in by a Joey Votto walk-off homer to start the bottom of the 10th. The Pirates won 3-1 on Sunday. Once again, Johnny Cueto dominated the Pirates for 7 innings, and the score was 1-0 in the 9th. Reds closer Francisco Cordero, who had trouble with the Pirates all year, gave up 2 walks and 3 hits, including the game-winning 3-run double by Andrew McCutchen. In Cordero's 7 appearances versus the Pirates this year, he has 3 blown saves with an ERA of 10.8 and an opponent's batting average of .357. I have no idea why Dusty Baker keeps throwing him out there to blow games, but Pirates fans are sure happy that they did. Now it's time for my Bet Against the Pirates update for Week 23. This was not a very good week for my betting at all. The Pirates went 3-3 this week, and I went 2-4 on my bets, sort of. I only won 1 moneyline bet this week for $13. My other win was a 16-cent gain from a combo line bet in the first game against the Reds. I was burned by the run line in the second game because I never thought Charlie Morton would actually pitch well. I lost $66.68 this week, which sent my total overall profit down to $279.18. What do I think about the Pirates this week? After firing up the Bucks with my doomsday prediction last week, it looks as though the team is still fighting to win every game. Good starting pitching always keeps teams in the game, and this week's games proved it. If the pitchers don't show up this week, we could see the 100th loss of the year, as the Pirates are now at 94 losses and play 7 games this week. 4 of them are in New York against the Mets, and 3 are at home against the Diamondbacks. Well, that about does it for this week. This is Greg Mercer for This Week in Real Pirateball. Later.